Good morning.
Good morning from Dassen Island, where we spent the night. And we're returning to Cape Town this morning. So we're just making some coffee to keep us going. We like filter coffee.
What else?
No other kind of coffee but filter coffee.
No other kind of coffee.
On Saturday, 2nd December, Goblet took part in a short-handed race to Dassen Island, which is a favourite spot with Cape Town yachties. Dassen Island is about 35 nautical miles from Cape Town, and it takes about 6 hours to sail there. Apple Pie gave us a run for our money. They got way ahead of Goblet after a start with no wind, and it took us several hours to catch them. So we did the gentlemanly thing and tried to pass them on the leeward side. And we sailed this way for a good hour or two, unable to get past them. Mark and I took turns helming, as Ian was strictly there as an observer, because it was a double-handed race. As we approached Dassen Island, we got a pod of dolphins joining us and jumping out of the water in front of the bow. That was a very special sighting. Eventually we realized that we would not be able to pull ahead of Apple Pie unless we went onto their windward side, which we did, and then we pulled ahead of them and crossed just ahead of them over the finish line. And here's the lighthouse on Dassen Island, which is a very flat piece of land in the middle of the ocean. It's a marine reserve. I don't see much vegetation. I think it's really just a habitat for penguins and for seabirds. And seals, of course. We've crossed the finish line here, and there's someone ahead of us flying a spinnaker. we're going to go round to the northern tip of the island where there's a safe anchorage for yachts. This is the approach to the anchorage spot in House Bay, Dassen Island. Most of the fleet are already anchored, especially those guys who fly spinnakers. I think they probably got to Dassen in about 5 hours, where it took Goblet 6 hours. Now where to park? Where to park?
Mark, I think around about here. So I'll just turn, come up into the wind. You can let it go.
Morning, Ian.
Good morning.
You'll be on Angela's video. You know that she's made nearly 100 videos in the 6 months we've been here.
Really?
Yeah.
They posted on YouTube.
Yeah, she's got a YouTube channel which started off as Yacht Goblet, but it's changed to Angela Collins Yachts now. Well, tell us a bit about it.
So, anchored here in House Bay, not
I can't hear you.
Come on, man. Okay. Good morning from Dassen Island. We're anchored here in House Bay, which is a very protected part of this island. And we're at anchorage after doing a short-handed race yesterday. There were 16 yachts in the fleet, and most of them have anchored overnight. And there I do see somebody else is up in their dinghy. And we'll be sailing back to Cape Town today. Sailing can be incredibly peaceful, good for the soul, good exercise for the body, and to experience nature. The ocean off Cape Town is teeming with life, We saw dolphins, whales, seals, penguins, sunfish, and seabirds.
Okay, so and then they started pushing the penguins out.
They would, yeah.
Apparently it was a challenge. It was surprised me that the seals happened to spend it some time
Where was it that they used to slaughter seals?
Was it around here? Or, I mean, no, Namibia's.
No, they
famous
still
for
do
that.
it. But it was somewhere here, just off Cape Town, that they used to come and slaughter the seals, and then it was banned.
I don't know. I do remember something about that. But, I don't know.
But interestingly, being a nature guy, I'm most about land animals, but I didn't know much about seals. Researched them when we got here, and what was interesting, the seals actually have no natural enemy other than a great white shark. The normal sharks, in actual fact, they attack them. That's quite interesting.
So on Sunday morning it was time to leave Dassen Island and return to Cape Town, and as predicted there would be no wind on Sunday, and so we had to motor back to Cape Town. Here's Mark just putting up the mainsail, and just it was a beautiful day. Very calm waters around the island.
Yeah, well, we put the mainsail up in the hopes, eh? But actually there was no wind until we got close, well, almost by the harbour entrance to
Yes.
Cape Town harbour, and the wind was like anywhere from 15 to 19 knots. Pity we didn't have that on the way back, but you know, it would be nice sailing. So a little bit boring, but nice. Not a motor days on end, that's for sure. Yes.
Here we are
There
at
you
the
are. See your
entrance.
hair's blowing.
It was windy there.
But we pulled the sails down now. Yes, we have.
Yes.
Pulled the sails down. There's my confident wife. Making into harbour.